Hello, I'm Jason Wong. I am a realtor broker here in the state of Hawaii. This segment I want to talk about as a homeowner. Sometimes when you acquire a piece of property, whether it is your primary residence or you use it as your investment property, you really want to set up a schedule for maintenance. Um, because living in a single family house, not part of any association, you are ultimately responsible for everything that happens on the house. And the thing is, a lot of time, house owner, they always think about, they have the purpose of living in a house without paying HOA fee. So to them, they think they are making a lot of I would say, I should say saving a lot of money per month. But the thing is, if you look at condo association, those HOA fee, a lot of time, of course, they are paying a lot of expenses on a monthly basis, but at the same time, they may also reserve part of the money to the long-term maintenance project. For example, need to replace the roof, or they may need to doing some upkeeping, painting job inside, outside, here and there. So for the house owner, I think it's really important for you to kind of think long term about your 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years terms. What type of a typical, not typical, what type of a required uh, improvement that you have to do when you before you acquire that piece of property. You will have a home inspection being done on the property. So the home inspector or the former homeowner may be able to tell you the information about the age of certain component. One of the most important thing is the roof, because in Hawaii we do have rain, so the roof is really important to know. And then the termites also is very important to know whether the house has been treated before, or is there any long-term plan about having a quarter or semi-annual termite preventative treatment being done on the property. So all these you should really kind of line up and divide the amount about what are the typical costs about replacing the whole roof or the hot water tank, and also some of the things that, or maybe the windows, is already cracking but not in a poor shape yet, but probably it can last another 5 years or something. So you kind of like put down all of these essential items, and then you also put other improvement that is nice to have but it's not urgent. For example, you want to change the vanity set, but at this time the vanity, the faucet, everything is working fine, so it's kind of wasteful for you to kind of like destroy it and then put a new one. But it's nice to have it. If it down the road you improve your cash flow and you have more money, then maybe that's the thing that you can play with. So just lay it out on a flow chart, and then put the timeline, and also what are the dedicated amount that you should be setting that money aside per month, so that when you really need to replace the roof or doing any major improvement on the house, you won't be going to the bank and ask for more money, because it's always good to kind of get the money from yourself than paying a high interest to the bank, and get those loans out of the equity. I think it's a good habit as a house owner that you should do budgeting and really set aside your own personal um, home improvement fee. You can call it like that. It's like a savings account. You just put it on the side, and then dedicate that amount of money. And maybe you don't even need to do like 100% of what the cost would be. For example, if replacing the roof right now may cost 40,000, maybe down the road with the inflation 10 years later, it may be 80,000, even 100,000. You may or may not need to contribute 100,000 and divide for these 10 years with 12 months per year, like that. But at least you may do a 60-40 split. Maybe right now you contribute 60% of the final budget, and then thinking about you will have one balloon payment of 40% at the end when you really need to do the roof. Then you can just get the 40% from the bank, take out some equity as a loan amount. So that is also feasible. So at least you can still maintain your lifestyle without thinking about why do I have to worry something that happens in like 10 years down the road. But again, if you start this kind of savings habit early, you will be less impactful to your daily life in terms of entertainment and your lifestyle.